Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me introduce myself. My name is Naila Khairatul Najiha. My student number is 318021000015. I'm from English Education Department. Today, I will explain about tips in managing conflict between members at work. Happy watching! Managing conflict between team members can be a difficult task and will sometimes impact both teams and individuals. By going through the 5 steps for dealing with conflict between individuals or team, gain more insight into why conflict occurs and give yourself away. The 5 steps for dealing with conflict between individuals or team include: the first step is to be proactive. If a conflict between employees has already arisen, then it is unlikely that it will disappear or disappear with changing that caused the conflict. Conflict in your teams help no one to directly involved in the conflict, not those who have to work around them. Team mood can quickly drop and team performance will likely follow. So be proactive and take steps to resolve conflict between team members. Don't let the conflict grow and get worse. Before you take action, figuring out what the issue are creating the conflict is a critical step. Ask individuals in conflict what they think and feel. Ask questions like, you know that X does that you find annoying or stupid or difficult. What might have caused a person X to behave the way he did? And the last, what organization rules or goals might put you in conflict with person? The second step is to deal with difficult and incompetent people. Conflict between teams members can be useful by people who have behavior problems, such as bullies, and can also be caused by people who are implements. But situations need to be addressed to eliminate this potential case of conflict between employees. Those with behavior problems such as bullies or people who are too demanding or difficult people need to be addressed, because some of their behavior can be changed through changing good management. For others with very ingredient behavior or they just don't want to change their approach, then think about what action you need to take to change the dynamic, such as moving them to a different team or another role, or worst case, removing them from the company. Companies take action to eliminate source of conflict between team members, and after elimination, conflict must be dysfunctional and implement. People can reconcile that neither of these is a cause of conflict between employees. The third step is to dig below the surface. Once the more obvious cases of conflict between employees have been examined and eliminated, then the cases of conflict can be due to organization objective, conflicting responsibilities, or arrest of overlap or change that have been recently implemented. To name a few sources of conflict worth exploring: first, examine hours or of responsibility to ensure there is no overlap between the two goals or objectives. How goals for individuals, team, and department can cause conflict to arise between individuals. Third, to some degree, performance difference in performance level for the same role and cause fear or be perceived as a threat or in large team and group. And the fourth manager is A managerial or management figure who praises of manage individuals to potentially engage in conflict. As possible case of conflict, find the underlying case and have option to remove conflict permanently. The fourth step is work on the communication. When understanding the underlying causes of a conflict, seeking lasting solution to the conflict clearly becomes a much more likely communication between the parties or establish a true understanding of each party's views. Most people change their perception and conflict reduce or even stop because the cases of conflict are mostly coincident between two individuals such as different of opinion and needed individuals in one room. To increase communication and understanding, take the role of mediator. The five simple steps to improve communication and reduce conflict, such as first talk to each person separately to understand the pressure of their problem point of view and be impartial. Second, bring both parties together in a private meeting and act as a mediator. Third, ask questions to boost understanding and discussion between the two conflicting parties. And the fourth, help both parties reach a compromise or mutual understanding that is varied by both parties. And the last, helping the parties implement agreed solution or compromises. And the last step is implement change. Implementing change for others is not easy. We have to get individuals and teams work into the proper chance to have a chance to success. Due to the cases of conflict that mainly come from outside team members, such as conflicting are of responsibility or goals or objective. Change is important to make the change happen. An example of conflicting goals could be as a sales team with a revenue target and a finance team with a profit target. A lot of people to support the proposed change to have enough people to deal with personal interest or the general area of the change won't occur and the conflict will continue. Cases of conflict between team members cover a wide range from individual to individual through team in function conflict in business when conflict between employees or even teams occur, taking action to reduce or resolve conflict as quickly as possible, get as much support and help needed. And the conclusion, in my opinion, managing conflict between team members can be a difficult task and something conflict impact the team, the individual, and you really don't win. Conflict begins with that people think, feel, and do, and the source of the conflict might not be the source. Includes 5 tips for dealing with conflict between employees where different of opinion or perspective emerge as the main reason for the conflict. First of all, be proactive why it matters. The second is dealing with difficult people and disabilities. Third, activation below the surface. Fourth, job on communication. And the last is implementations. Enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Annyeong, sawadee.